Hello, everybody. My name is Sarah K. Regley, and welcome to my channel. Today's episode is brought to you by my sister. We were chatting about different ideas and where to go move with the channel, and she was like, you know what, Sarah, guys my own age have no idea about women because they don't have sisters. Luckily for you, you got me. I've been the sisterhood of 3 brothers and have helped them all become better men because of it. I hope. Upon more research, I decided to call none other than my older brother. And so many of these recommendations are from him. When you have a sister, you have the wonderful advantage of having a woman in your life who is not someone you are sexually interested in because they're your sister. You get to see a woman grow up. You get to see the fullness of this woman. You get to see her from a little goob grow up into a full-on woman, and you get to see the moments where she's on her grind working on homework, or she's comes home crying because some dude has done something crappy to her, and you get to see that fullness of who she is. Women are very different from each other. Unfortunately, when men are young and they don't have a lot of experience with women or with the world in general, how one woman treats them can really shape how they view women, or they find themselves attracted to very similar women, so they like had 3 and had similar problems with each of those 3, and they think, all women are the same. Don't take one woman's comment as some ultimatum about how all women are, because if you had some mean girl who you had a crush on when you were 16 say like something mean about you being skinny, like for every chick who's like that, there's gonna be women who only dated skinny dudes. Like there's so many different kinds of women out in the world, and they're so complex and beautiful. There's so many different kinds of beautiful. Yes, women are very different, just like men are. So give them the space to be different. Okay, so all the men who have sisters know this, that women change drastically over their lifetime. There are so many seasons of womanhood. Their bodies change. Women's bodies change so much. And through every season, through every pregnancy, through everything, that they have to relearn how to love their body in whatever that new season is. Whoever you're dating now will be a completely different woman in 2 years. You have to be willing to give her the space to grow and change, and also to continue to pursue this ever-changing person, because if you don't, you're going to wake up one day and be like, I don't even know her anymore. The next thing to note is that what one woman wants from dating will be completely different from what another. The kind of guys that my sister like to date are very different from the kind of guys I like to date. So if one woman turns you down, it's not because women don't want you, it's just because like that one woman didn't want you. That's it. Here is a super big one. It's super important and will definitely change your life. So listen. Listen. There is often a misconception among men that because many men live in environments where they're not allowed to express emotion or express grief or sadness or anger in a healthful way, there's this subconscious thing in their back of their head that makes them think that emotions are stupid, or you have emotions because you lack self-control. So if a woman expresses an emotion, then they perceive that as being she's stupid, or she didn't think this through. Human beings have 3 different reactions to a stimuli, to a conflict. There's fight, flight, or freeze. If you are with a woman who has the fight response, if she has this new idea, this new conflict, this new entity entering their lives, and they don't know how to respond, they will respond in that fight mode and have that emotional response. And that is where the stereotype comes from. The second thing that you will get is if they are the flight person, they will avoid the new idea, the new entity, the new conflict altogether. Then you get the third person who freezes. They have this new idea, this new feeling, this new conflict, and they don't know how to process, so they just stop. Like, they just stop And then they think, think. And once they have fully processed what happened, then they will have an emotional response. So this really confuses men because their girl will be all like, oh, I, be crying or being angry or upset or wanting to talk about this thing that had happened a while ago. And they're like, why are we talking about this now? This happened 3 weeks ago. Why didn't you say anything then? Huh? And it's like, well, the reason is because she hadn't fully processed it. All that to say is women's emotions don't necessarily mean that she's stupid or hasn't thought things through. It's because of how she's wired. And may I note that men also respond in those 3 different ways. They just tend to express it differently. Here's the next note, is that women can be very bold and courageous. We got some boss women out here who are being fantastic, doing incredible things, and putting themselves on the line. Just because a woman is like that, that does not mean that she doesn't want a man or she doesn't need you. The reality is those women, they want to go home and they want to take off their little cape and they want to fold it up and curl up on the couch and snuggle. Like they want that in the same way like a lot of men want that. Like people want to feel love. I argue you want a bold, courageous woman because you want someone who's able to give like 200%. Both men and women have moments of weakness and strength, and life goes in waves where you have to hold each other up, hold the other person up, because life's hard and marriage is hard. Another thing that men may note is that quiet women does not mean that she is a weak woman. A weak woman is weak if she's weak. She could be loud or quiet, but there is something to that quiet woman who is steadfast, who is secure, who does her own business. She keeps to herself. She does what she needs to do. And I think, honestly, like TV has told men that you want the sassy lady who's going to tell you what's right and what's wrong. Like, and that's been established as what's strength. But like y'all gotta watch those quiet, strong women who have this strong endurance and who are able to really do hard things. And they may just be very self-disciplined and not be complaining about it. Another thing is that men learn who have sisters is women can be great friends. I know this because I am great friends with my brother. I've known especially my older brother my entire life. We just know each other in a very deep way and encourage each other and love each other. We are very different people. Since that point, I've had lots of my friends be men. I've been able to be like the woman in the room helping guys out figure things out. Maybe that's why I'm making these videos. Yeah, women can be great friends. They can be very encouraging. They can help you see other perspectives to things. They can really help give you a well-rounded perspective on life. And I mean, asking a bunch of dudes for advice for handling women, for dealing with women, how to help women when they've never been a woman, it helps to have women friends. And they could be really good at it, so give it a shot. Here's a really important one, y'all. Not all women make great homemakers. Oh my gosh. There's someone, we just don't have it. Like, we're just not good at cooking or cleaning or doing laundry or making things look really pretty all the time and decorating. And most likely you'll get a mixed bag. Like, whoever you marry, she'll be really good at some things and not so good at others. I've met a lot of men who really are killing the game and being good at cooking and cleaning. And like, I'll go to their apartment, it's all decorated all nice, and I'm like, I'm so impressed. Oh my gosh, y'all are really doing it great things out here. But not all women can do that. They might be good at really a lot of other things, but not that. So thank you everyone so much for watching this video. I hope it was helpful to you gentlemen. I'm really curious about this series about encouraging men or helping men. If you actually find this to be helpful, give this a like, a little thumbs up, and like comment in the section down below about things that you learned about women, whether from a sister or just on your own, we could start a conversation about that. And it would be fantastic. Thank you so much for watching, everybody, and have a great rest of your day. Goodbye.